Tonight, in a stern rebuke to President Trump, the House of Representatives voted to pass a resolution ordering Trump to stop the war with Iran. 4 Republicans joining all Democrats in the symbolic vote, reflecting a growing frustration with the ongoing conflict Congress never authorized. A war which today took a turn for the worse. In the most violent flare-up in weeks, threatening an already shaky U.S.-Iran ceasefire, today Kuwait's main airport took a direct hit from Iranian drones. A terminal caught fire. Flights canceled. Kuwaiti officials say an Indian resident was killed and dozens injured. The U.S. fired on Iran as well, attacking a military installation on an island and turning around and disabling more ships heading to Iranian ports. But late today, President Trump appeared dismissive of Iran's attack, calling it not very strong.
We hit them very hard on something else, unrelated, and so they were responding.
He insisted a deal is still close.
The negotiation itself has gone very well, actually. Very well.
Mr. President,
it could happen. I mean, if it happens, and it might not happen, who knows? But if it happens, it could happen like over the weekend.
In an interview released earlier, Trump said the U.S. military blockade of Iran could last until September, but called it unlikely, adding he hopes to meet Iran's supreme leader, whose father Trump authorized killed in a joint U.S. Israeli operation.
We probably will meet at some point, depending on how it all works out.
All right, Richard joins us now live. Richard, Israel's military presence inside southern Lebanon continues to complicate getting a peace deal with Iran.
It certainly does. And Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu said today that Israeli troops will stay in southern Lebanon. He said they are necessary for Israel's security to defend against Hezbollah. Iran's foreign ministry tonight said that unless there is a real ceasefire in Lebanon, there won't be a ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran. Tom.
Today, new video showing the immediate aftermath from an Iranian drone attack at the Kuwait International Airport Wednesday. These videos circulating online showing extensive damage to the airport, a large fire burning, dust and debris all around. A man heard saying in Arabic, "That is where the drone fell." Here you see a large pile of rubble, part of the ceiling missing, more charred rubble at the top of these escalators. 1 person killed and more than 60 injured, according to the health ministry, including fractures, head injuries, and amputations.
Iran's strategy has been economic warfare from the outset. And of course, airports are a significant part of a nation's economy.
Dramatic video released by the Iranian military claiming to show part of its overnight barrage, including strikes on U.S. military bases in Bahrain and Kuwait. The U.S. saying Iran didn't hit those targets and that they helped intercept those missiles, which came after the U.S. military said it struck an empty oil tanker trying to breach its blockade. The U.S. insisting the strikes were defensive and the ceasefire holds, but with no deal after more than a month of negotiations. Trump saying in an interview he has to decide to either sign a deal or do it the other way, which he says won't be nice. And up on Capitol Hill, Secretary of State Marco Rubio answering more questions on the war after saying a deal could happen today, tomorrow, or next week.
I can tell you this, we defined victory as destroying their defense industrial base, significantly reducing the number of missile launchers that they possess.
And those strikes sending oil prices higher again today. U.S. oil up to more than $96 a barrel after it dipped below $90 last week amid hope for a deal. According to Gas Buddy, the average price for a gallon of regular now $4.24. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, Washington.